Holy shit. Is anybody else's nipples rock hard? Well, it's official. This is the greatest season of anime ever. Hell, my blood's still boiling from last night, yes, and its triumphant return from a 10-year hiatus. The dark horse of the big three, Bleach, returns with its 1,000-year Blood War arc, and I gotta say, spec-fucking-tacular. So I thought to myself, surely this season can't get any better, and then out comes Chainsaw Man. Now, this is one of the new series I was looking forward to the most, especially coming hot off the heels of last year's Jujutsu Kaisen. I was looking for something a bit darker than your typical shonen, and I gotta say, what I've seen from the episodes so far, this checks every box. But more important than its overall theme, I fell for the main character. Now, unfortunately, Denji doesn't get the award for most sympathetic. That would go to Iramui from Made in Abyss Season 2. Seriously, look that shit up. But that's not to say Denji hasn't been through some shit. Orphaned at a young age, it's up to him to take on his father's debt owed to the Yakuza. I mean, the straight gall these motherfuckers have, showing up at his father's funeral, giving him 24 hours to make his first payment, otherwise they'll chop him up and sell the pieces. For as fate would have it though, this is not the day that Denji dies. Lurking nearby is a wounded Puchita, a small dog-like devil with a chainsaw protruding from its head. Apprehensive of Denji at first, that was until the boy offered the devil to partake in his blood. But little did he know, in doing so, how much his life would change. A deal was struck and a bond was formed. Going forward, these two would be partners. Helping Denji achieve his dreams and repay his debt, the two found success in devil hunting. Success with an asterisk. Although devil hunting can be lucrative, the slimy tactics of the Yakuza loan shark, nickel and diming here and there, forces Denji to the extremes. You know how I said earlier where I felt sympathetic? It seems to make ends meet. Denji did something fucking crazy. He parted ways with not only his right eye and a kidney, but also a testicle. I gotta say, whether it's his fear of death or his determination to live, what little he could squeeze out of life. I mean, seriously, the dude has never had jam on his bread. It's fucking remarkable. I mean, the dude even downed his cigarette for 100 yen. And I think that's why I find this impending betrayal so fucking infuriating. I mean, I'll admit, some of it's due to my naivety. Maybe this would be a Yakuza with a heart of gold, but Denji's blind obedience is almost a compulsion at this point. And yet they were willing to trade his life in a heartbeat for just a tad bit of demonic power. But in the end, we reap what we sow. It seems the Yakuza is under new management, that of the zombie devil, and he has a bone to pick with Denji and Pochita. In this devil-eat-devil world, it's truly survival of the fittest, a notion the zombie devil makes abundantly clear when he sends his hordes of Yakuza turned zombies after Denji. Now this scene is so fucking raw. I mean, the screams alone are harrowing, but couple that with the blood-soaked animation culminating in his vivisected body being tossed in the dumpster, this is a scene that's going to stick with me for quite some time. I mean, Jesus Christ, they even ripped poor little Puchita in half. But as fickle fate would have it again, for this too is not the day Denji would die. As his blood begins to drip in Pochita's mouth, we're gonna flash back into the time they spent together. A particularly heartfelt scene where Denji acknowledges the reality of his situation, that devil hunting is a risky business, and the likelihood of him dying is extremely high. So if by chance you're that demon that can possess dead bodies, I offer you mine. So just in case I can't make my dreams come true, you can in my stead. This is only episode 1, so I don't expect them to go too deep into the lore of devils, but it truly makes me wonder, are devils multifaceted? Can they be more than their namesakes? Or is Puchita just one of a kind? Either way, it truly seems Denji lucked out hooking up with this little chainsaw doggy. As we cut back, we witness Denji's body's being reassembled as Puchita begins to merge with him. Face to face in an almost dream-like state, Denji assumes Puchita has taken over his body, just like they promised. In a shocking turn of events, Puchita actually speaks, admitting to Denji he liked hearing him talk about his dreams. And as if being awoken, Denji is alive once more. Now, with the pull start sticking from his chest, he understands what happens, and realizes there's only one thing left to do. Time to go devil hunting. I have to say, this scene is absolutely ridiculous. His transformation, by far, is so fucking intense. I mean, if appearing through that fountain of blood was not enough, just the visions, the silhouette of a chainsaw on each arm and one coming out of your head, the spike-like teeth and the glowing orange eyes, it's just, that's definitely shit you don't see every day. And in what's about to transpire, I find so fucking cathartic. Not only is he mourning his best friend, but what seems like his first act of rebellion, he's whittling down his dead one dead Yakuza zombie at a time. It's so fucking gory yet feels so fantastic. I even find the use of CGI not only acceptable, but at sometimes was just downright pretty. But of course the episode is not over yet, as the real deal Holyfield show up. Yes, the devil hunters from public safety. Upon entering the warehouse and seeing the carnage, they view the sole survivor Denji as a devil, and if it wasn't for the redhead's ultimatum, he may have been killed on the spot, offering Denji two choices: die here or come with me, and if you choose the latter, I'll keep you well fed. Denji only has one question: what's for breakfast? I have to say, I am flabbergasted. I am beyond speechless. This was absolutely fucking ridiculous. The aesthetics were amazing. I really think that Mappa is slowly mastering combining CGI with traditional animation. I mean, the warehouse scene alone was fucking ridiculous, and I understand the complications of animating something which I can only call so ridiculous as the design of Chainsaw Man. Not to mention the blood and guts and gore on top of that. These scenes look fucking ridiculous. But let's not forget the sound. Oh my god, the audio. First and foremost, the opening and ending were fucking ridiculous. They hit so fucking hard. Not to mention the montage of all the movie parodies you see in the opening. That's fucking hilarious. But the sound effects during the battle, the voice actors, and the guttural rawness they have in their screams, it sounds like someone's being ripped apart by a chainsaw. I applaud Mappa and everyone else who worked on this. And lest we forget, Fujimoto Tatsuki, you are a fucking mad lad, and I absolutely applaud your creation. Anyways, what did you guys think of today's episode? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Do you want some more of it? Well, I do. So with all that being said, and more Chainsaw Man next week, I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.